Hi guys, I just wanted to show you how to tweak and change your class. So customize uh, my class. So what I'm going to show you here is just how to potentially tweak what things your class has when it starts. You'll have to use a base class, and I don't know how to create like a new name or anything like that. It'll just be modifying the class and what feats it has, what like structure it has, and so forth. So I'll show you how to do that, and you can probably change the equipment, but I haven't debug tested how to do that. So let's not do that just in case this crashes. So this editor can be a little bit finicky when you're changing classes, so bear with it. Okay, so what you want to do is much like with creating weapons and so forth, instead of creating like a new item, a UUID, you want to use this UUID object editor. You'll go into here and you go into the shared folder, and you've got three different things here or four different things here that you can change. And so the first one is class descriptions. Class descriptions is where all the different classes of the game are held. So Oathbreakers, Wizards, so on, and all their subclasses. And well, when you right click on them, you can override them, but you can't create a new one. And that's why I don't know how to tell you how to create a new class. Um, so let's change the Barbarian. So override in my custom class. Let's go down to where that is. And what you can do is you can change this description and you can say, my peasant barbarian. And da, 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 da. And what you can do is you can change things like its HP. You can obviously make it have an absurd amount of HP if you want, but we're just going to give it 1 HP. And I wonder if you can give it 0 HP. It it might not let me do that, but I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. And we're gonna go in and do this. So you can't change too much. You can change like the description, like I just did. You can change class equipment. Um, this says you can change the character creation pose, but I've never gotten that to work. But play around all you like. Can learn spells. Woo! That's like the wizard. So you could do that, I suppose. And then you could do the spell list and say, I can learn spells. Woo! Wizard spell scrolls. You could probably do that. That'd probably work. I assume so. Go, click, and then when we go in here into the game, Control Shift F11. Then you want to type in CC and start respec. And now we can select Barbarian. And you'll notice that none of these things have changed. Like these proficiencies haven't changed. Nothing is really changed except my peasant barbarian. So, we've changed that detail there and we've changed health, right? So he's got 3 health because he's got +2 constitution. And then if we level him up, Control Shift F11, and we say level up. And you tell them how many levels to level up. So 1 level. We can level up. And he should go to 6 HP. Or 5 HP. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, because we put it at 0. So it's just the constitution modifier that's changing this. I think it would maybe break if you had like negative constitution, if you put it that way. But yeah, that's just something to note. All right, so that's cool. And yeah, we've changed it so that it's a totally peasant barbarian. That's cool in and of itself. You can basically change your class just to have different health pools, different starting equipment, things like that. That's cool. But what we want to do is we want to take this and take it to the next level. So the next level of changing things is to go into progressions here. And you'll notice there's like these first 5 levels here. And that's why I said I can help you change it up to the first 5 levels, because I don't know where they're hiding the other levels. Oh, wait. There was like a 7 here? No, but it's for like an NPC fighter. Like I don't know where they're hiding the other levels. Like I just don't know. So if any of you figure that out, let me know. But okay, so okay, so here level 1 barbarian. If we want to change all 5 levels, we can, but let's just start with the first level. And essentially, you'll be changing this. Um, Progressions. Let's go back into the progressions, and let's find something to change it into. So let's make it a cleric. Not light domain, where it's just a normal cleric. Is there like such a thing? Whatever. We can just do it without the subclass, so it's fine. Take this, and we can say we will take the unlock spell slot level, and we'll add that onto this. Boom, so it gets spell slot, but you will have to also change another couple things to make sure that the spell slot works. But I'll show you in a bit. Okay, cool. Rage, like you could change what these things are, like make it so that you don't have unarmored defense or whatever if you wanted to. Unlock spell slot level 1. Okay, we did that. Okay, so here, action resource. Okay, here's the spell slot levels that we want. Copy those in. And let's change the rage charges. Let's make it 1, so that you only have 1 rage charge rather than 2. And for the select skills, you'll notice there is this always prepared thing and add spells. So for select spells, we've got to take this and we add those on. We can also add like another proficiency thing here, or we can remove one. Let's say we remove one because it's like a peasant class thing, right? Cool. And there we've done that. So allow improvement passives removed. Okay. I think that's everything. Okay, cool. So then our level 1 will be different. Now, hopefully this doesn't crash and do something stupid. Um, but you can see it's already changed here. We've got 1 rage charge instead of 2. We've got 2 spell levels, and we can cast. Woo! We can cast these little fellas. I don't think I added has deity, so we might not be able to choose deity. Let's see, CC start respec. Okay. Or was it like where we only get to choose 1? Oh no. Did it just automatically choose? I don't know. Whatever. Well, we didn't get to choose any, but okay. Cool. And you see we've got like three health there, and we probably can't use anything because why can't we use anything? Well, I messed that up a little bit, but you saw it work before, right? So, just trust me, it's just a little bit of finicking around to get whatever it is right. So I actually want to change my class out so it doesn't crash. CC star respec. Because this has crashed on me like 5 different times, so when trying to record this. So I think it has to do with when it's updating the thing. So if I change out of the class, it might not do it. Okay, so that was in progressions, right? So that was level 1. Now we can change level 2 barbarian. Okay, override in, customize my class. And so in level 2 barbarian, let's give it some. I'm actually just thinking, because we can change what. Okay, I shouldn't think too much. All right, so let's just go to class, no, class descriptions. It's going to be in progressions, right? So in progressions, barbarian 2, let's look at cleric 2. Or let's look at bard 2 to make it totally weird. Okay, so we've got this, and we're like, oh, okay, I want him to have um, danger sense, reckless attack, and now jack of all trades. Cool. And we want to give. Do we want to give like another spell slot? Nah, let's do it. Spell slot. And we'll add the select spells from this bard spell list. Cool. So these boosts, they can be feats and stuff as well, I think. So yeah, they can be anything that comes from like boosts. So what is boosts? Boosts can be found in lists, I think. Lists? No, it's not in lists. Boosts. I think boosts is actually in stats. Spell, no. Yeah, it's going to be in stats. So we could change the boosts that you get in stats. So if we go into stats, customize my class. What's it doing? Behave. Okay, and then stats. Be passive. Okay, I don't know what boost is, but it's gonna be somewhere where you can find where those boosts are. Okay, I know that's not helpful, but this is like a total pleb version of how to do it. Just practical little changes, customizations, tweaks. Okay, so we changed it so that it should have a bard list on the second one. I guess he's already a bard. So let's Control Shift F11. Wait, I gotta click on the screen and then Control Shift F11. CC star respec. I could have made it less confusing by not switching him to a bard, but okay. So here, um, I've got the cantrips of the cleric cantrips. That was what we changed. You can only select one of the skills, so I'm glad that actually worked this time. and you can see you can cast, your cleric spells, and you've got like the rage charge. Then, as we level up again, and you can see like the health has changed as well, then Control Shift F11, we go to level up one. You're just basically saying how many levels you want to go up, and click that. And this is Barbarian level 2. But now we have different things that we get. So we've got Jack of all trades, and we've also got Song of Short Rest. So I must have accidentally put that in there somehow. But hey, that's cool. An extra short rest for your class. Jack of all trades, danger sense, reckless attack. That's stupidly overpowered. And look, we can pull from the bards list now. Isn't that strange? Um, just the same as like multi-classing basically, but it's just within the thing. Then we accept, and we go into this and into here, and we've got barbarian cantrips. This isn't working properly. Learn more spells. Because I clicked that thing for like learning different spells. Um, and yeah, I kind of messed this up somehow because now I think I just don't have like any of the spell modifier. Like, do I not have enough charisma or not enough wisdom? Let's check my character. Wait, how do I check my character? I go into I, right? Um, has no charisma, and I'm pretty sure it's a spell class thing of like, oh, but we did gain one spell slot level, so that's good. And yeah, I think it was just some incongruity in this thing. So, oh, I made it so that they don't need to be prepared. So I didn't put in like needs to be prepared. If you wanted these spells to recharge on short rest, you could do things like that, but you just have to change the nature of the spells and then change the spell list. Let's change my person so that it doesn't CC start respec. Okay, so it doesn't crash next time I do it. Okay, so let's make a monk, whatever. And this is basically how it works. What I want to do is just show you how to then tweak a feat for them to have. Now, obviously, you can change the first 5 levels like I've kind of already shown you. And now I just want to show you how to tweak a feat so that when you do level up in feats wise or something, you can have something interesting or flavorful. So progressions, these are the things that change mostly. And you can change spell lists. Okay, let's go into spell lists. That's going to be like the super most important thing for you to have. So spell lists. So if we go into lists and we go into spell lists, so remember we learned stuff from like the cleric spell list and from the um, you can actually create a new type of spell list here, I think. Or maybe not, I don't know. Let's just say the cleric level 1 spell list. Let's change that. Override in, customizing my class, and then spell list. What is it? Bard level 1? Like doing this will totally like mess up your game so that you can't have like active bards and stuff. But okay. This, override in, customize my class. But it can, if you know what you want specifically, you can do it this way. So you'll notice here in these spell lists, it literally just has what spells that you can select or choose. That's literally it. So let's say we only want them to be able to select Bane and Shield of Faith. We can do that. And then from the Bard spell lists, we only want them to get Animal Friendship and Zone Thunderwave, just to be like cruel. We can do that. So now these are changed. And so when we go into this, and hopefully it doesn't crash, it didn't crash. Good, good, good. We go to Control Shift F11 and then CC start respec. Boom. You go into this Barbarian, grab me some cantrips, abilities. Can only grab one because that's what I changed. I get like no health virtually. And I've got these things. Woo. But I've also got Bane and I've got Shield of Faith, right? And as you can see, if we go here, there's no other extra choices either. It's just those two. And then when we level up in this same class, spells, and because we've got low spell casting modifier or whatever, I think low wisdom, whatever it is, that it's as set as the spellcasting thing. You could probably change the spellcasting thing to like Constitution to be more fitting with like Barbarian or whatever. And then we select Friendship. Now let's select Thunderwave. And there you go. Now you've got Thunderwave. And you've got your Reckless attack. And you've got like your cantrip. And you've changed what resources you have and that sort of thing. So this is just the basics of doing classes. And I'm going to leave it there because, well, let's go on to feats. Like this has crashed so many times, but I don't think it's going to crash if I just show you feats just through the stats editor. So the stats editor, I think it's here, passive. I think it's just passives that change. So if we go into shared and we go into stats and we go into passives, backstab, superior dark vision, lightfoot, steady, halfling, lucky, agonizing blast, beast speech, disarming attack, devil's sight, deflect missiles, expertise, fast hands. Like you could change fast hands to like have even more bonus attacks, obviously. What's this? Passive feature, action resources, very simple. Bonus action point, you should just put 2. You know, or none, however you want it to be. Fighting styles. What's this? Fighting style defense. I don't think you can change like how much. Actually, you might be able to change how much it does. Okay, so that gives you 1 AC because that's defense. What is it? Archery. Archery, right? Instead of doing 2, you can make it so it just changes the roll bonus to like 1 and whatever. Like you can change those. So you can change your feats like this so that they be whatever you want them to be, kind of. Well, the things that are available to change anyways. For example, what is this? Giant Killer? This is that thing that you get like once per turn, I think. Reaction action point. Is that what it costs? Okay, it causes a reaction point, costs a reaction point. You can make it so it doesn't cost a reaction point. Unlock, interrupt, giant killer. Cool. So I don't think you can change how much damage it does on that one, unfortunately. You can change the distance. And if it takes a reaction, you could probably change something else. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Like if you look through and study other things, you can figure out how to change it. Land bonus cantrip. Let's not look at that. Menacing attack. You can make your menacing attacks free or whatever. You could make. Um, it would also affect like opponents probably. Precision attack. So you could change like what these precision attacks are. How could you change it? I don't think you can change the precision attack much, at least not from here. You'd have to go deeper into whatever it's using. Uh, Rage unlock. You can use rage features. Okay, cool. Rage becomes frenzy. What can you change in range frenzy? Action, barbarian frenzy, unlock spell. Okay, so you could use this frenzy unlock and then make it unlock different spells. So this one's the shout rage frenzy, but you could make it unlock a different spell. So a different spell could be from what's that? Shout. So where are those? There's like something that has all those. It might be in the UUID stuff. No, it's here in spell data. So in spell data, for example, you've got shouts and like action surge, you could change from once per short rest to once per turn if you wanted to be crazy, or you could be once per long rest. Um, uh, to make it less overpowered. Um, you could give your person arcane recovery every time that they every time that they rage. Um, you could give them blade ward every time that they rage. So now they've got blade ward for what is that, 2 turns? Every time that they rage, they've got blade ward, um, or every time that they rage, they also dash. Um, Stuff like that. Speediest retreat, divine sense. You could probably also have it so that when they end rage, you could add different things. Add different things as well. What else? So, Shalila. I wonder what you could change with Shalila. If weapon is of proficiency group, Shalila. You could change how many turns it went for. Um, yeah. So you could make it last like really long. Because maybe you think like it doesn't do enough. You can make it also change like its damage type to slashing or something, or piercing, and you could make it so that it has like more deals more damage at base and does more than your spell casting modifier if you wanted to. So you can make your Shalila better, whatever. So this is where you change most of those things. For example, target spells. So where is this? Let's see if there's like a precision. I don't think you can change precision from here. Precision is going to be something else. It's going to be like in one of these other things, like maybe a shout one or something. You can change the divine smites. You can change like just little details. Um, Not massive, but like horde breaker. Cool. You could change the area radius on horde breaker, make it bigger, which would make it pretty powerful. Um, and what else could you do? Deal damage, main melee weapon. Weapon attack, apply status. Oh, I suppose you could get it to apply the status of Forward Breaker for a couple of turns rather than one turn. Cool. Um, but where is this? And you could change some of these things. So you could change these to once per turn. So if you want the weapon actions to just be like, you can use them anytime, whenever you want, so long as you have that weapon action, you could change this, or you can change it to like once per long rest from here. Um, you can change different things about different spells. So this one's regain hit points. Okay, cool. And yeah, this is just in your spell data, in your stats, passive. And the other thing that you want to understand is lists, but lists, like I showed you before, is in the UUID editor, where you've got lists, spell lists, skill lists, passive lists, and so on. So you can change the feats in that way. Um, I know that's not telling you everything or showing you through it, but I just don't want this to crash and then lose everything that I've just shown you. But that's essentially what you do. So you could change, like, for example, danger sense, what it does. You could change, um, for example, let's, I really like martial adept. I really like that as a thing because, like, selecting different skills and abilities to use and stuff. Like, if I could have like the barbarian use that, it would make it like way more interesting. And you could probably do that. I haven't done that yet, but say, what would you do? It'd be in, well, spell data would change the actual maneuvers. So the stats would possibly be in passive, right? I think. Races, classes. Oh, you can change like the race things. That's cool. So here you could change around what race has what. That's cool. Um, Races, drow weapon training. Let's make sure that that's true. Okay, so passive feature. Yeah, so it would just gain. No, that's the icon. Properties, boosts. Okay, so it gains the thing from this one, from boosts, right? So it gains the drain, those things. And let's say, where's the orc one? Everyone loves the orc one. Where's the orc one? I mean, I love the orc one. Or maybe the hellish resistance from uh, Gith, Martial, Prodigy. You know what always bothered me is that Gith don't have the parry feature. You could totally add the parry feature from this in boosts because I believe I don't quite remember where to find it, but there is the Gith parry thing, and you could just put it in here so that you would gain that actual parry thing that all those Gith have. That's really annoying. Um, Gnome speed. Where's the orc? I'm blind. I'm literally blind. Um, Dwarf, Mountain Dwarf, Elf, Fey, Rock Gnome. Oh, it doesn't matter. Maybe it's not there. Or maybe it is there and I'm just not noticing. Classes. Okay, so that's some class abilities that you'd be changing. And then backgrounds, some background things, some spell passives, feats. Okay, here we go, here we go. So you can change things like alert and change how many points that you get from it. So initiative 5, well, now you could change that, or you could remove the immunity or whatever. Um, where is martial adept? That's the one I wanted. Martial adept. So this is a passive, right? So I'm not sure if it's going to work as... I think it will actually work. So you could change martial adept and change like how many superiority die it gives you and stuff. And I think what you can do is you could add martial adept to the class. I think martial adept. Let's just copy this. I think. Let's try. So we go in here and what is it? Customize my class in the UUID editor, class descriptions. Was it in class description? No, it's in progressions. Let's go in progressions. And then say passives added. Is it passives or was it boosts? Oh no, now it's Russian roulette. Passives added, rage unlock. Like danger sense, jack of all trades. Action resources. I'm gonna say this one. So let's put this here. And put martial adept. The only problem is martial adept has like an extra selection thing, so I'm not sure it's gonna work. Or do we risk it? Alright. I'm gonna risk it. It's in the barbarian too. Cool. Okay. And then I go here. And I control shift F11, CC. Oop.